that's obviously just for everybody's perspective. It's a much nicer place to be. Glenda asks, have you used or done anything on any type of agile testing, Kanban, Lean? So do you have a favorite? One type work better for concrete or logical testing? Well, let me start with the last question here first, Glenda. I would say that if you're in the agile world, the only tests that you would really want to write that would be concrete would be the automated ones. The only test that would actually have detailed specified inputs and expected results would be for the automated tools, because you have to, right? And then I would expect that, given the agile philosophy on lean documentation, document only what's absolutely necessary. I would also have a corollary that don't have low-skilled people on the team that require highly detailed levels of documentation, because then they put you sort of out of sync with the agile philosophy in general. So, I think the kind of level of detail that was shown in the test case presentation is probably what you're going to want in an agile world at most. It might even be that you get even less formal than that, and you just say, okay, I'm going to take the use case and print it, or I'm going to copy it to a separate file just to make some notes on it, and that's going to become the test case, right? So, you're much less, even less written down than what I had shown, or even less writing work, which I think would be fine. Excuse me. Yeah, I think there are a lot of ways to use this technique within Agile, and just be creative, try to minimize the documentation, keep it lightweight. Now, regarding the specific techniques, a client that I'm working with right now is doing Agile development, and they're using the Kanban system, and like I said, they're using a lot of automated unit testing and so forth. And so I think there's a lot of good stuff happening. I would say, though, that we need to be careful, professionally speaking, of one tendency, which is let's not get so lightweight that we stop gathering data about the process, because this is something that I have seen a bit with some shops. And this is not just an Agile thing, but I think there are elements of Agile that could exacerbate this tendency. We should be able to measure how effective and efficient the process is, and yeah, sure, lightweight way, but you get to the point where people are saying, oh no, we shouldn't file bug reports at all. Well, that's a problem in my mind, because if you're not doing any tracking of defects, then you can't manage quality in any sort of quantitative way. Now, some people would say, oh, that doesn't matter, so the customers aren't reporting any bugs, then apparently we manage quality adequately. Well, not really, because you don't know if you're optimizing or not if you don't have data. But just in general, are there good things happening in the Agile world with testing? Yeah, there are now. I think we've finally reached an inflection point where testing has started to figure out how to work work effectively within the Agile world. There are still challenges, and I did a webinar on that, which certainly you're all welcome to listen to. It's out on the digital library. It has some of the challenges that some of our clients with Agile have seen. But we are starting to see successful adoption of it. I will point out that people really are adopting it on their own terms. Like our client that I'm working with now, if an Agile purist were to go in there and look at some of the things that they're doing, they would have a conniption fit. They'd be jumping up and down. Oh, that's not Agile. You can't do that. That's not Agile. Well, you know what? Company can do whatever it wants to do. Whatever makes sense within its business context is what a company can and of course really should do, right? So I wouldn't get too worried about the orthodoxy. I'd just say focused on, collecting good ideas from the various techniques and putting them to use, because they do seem to be there. Okay. That seems to have closed out the questions. So to close this session, I'll tell you a little bit more about the resources available through RBCS. Once a week or so, I do a blog posting. So you can find this at rbcs-us.com/blog. Now this is a fact-based rather than an opinion-spouting blog. So I'm trying to keep it focused on a nice tight little set of ideas, something you can put to use immediately, rather than trying to convince you of some opinion that I might have. So if you check in once a week, this should give you a good idea on how to test better, and certainly I'm open to feedback on that. And it's also, the blog is there to provide a way to engage in a discussion with me. So if there's any topic that you don't see there that you'd like to discuss, then feel free to mention the topic, and I'll post a blog entry on it. We'll get that discussion going. In addition, as I've mentioned, we do these free webinar sessions once a month, so check the website, rbcs-us.com, to sign up. If you want a special webinar presentation of this webinar or any other topic for your company only, then send an email to info@rbcs-us.com or contact us via our website and let us know, and we will do that for you. If you don't receive our regular free newsletter, you can sign up at rbcs-us.com. By signing up, you'll get valuable discounts on consulting and training services, along with a regular newsletter that includes a featured article on software testing and quality, along with news about what RBCS and its partners are doing lately. And speaking of that, you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/RBCS, and we're also on Facebook at facebook.com/pages/RBCS-INC. And then, as I've mentioned multiple times today, check out our digital library with recordings of these webinars, podcasts, and videos. You can subscribe to our podcast via iTunes by entering RBCS Podcast into the search string, and you can watch the RBCS YouTube channel by searching for RBCS Software Testing in YouTube. Lots of great videos on risk-based testing that have been posted there over the course of the year. We're doing a year-long series of videos on risk-based testing, so feel free to check those out and catch up on that. So that concludes the webinar. I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you for your patience with the little audio glitches that we had at the beginning. I will follow up on that with GoToWebinar and see what that's about, so that we avoid those in the future. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next webinar.